everybody, welcome back to the shop. Guess what? I got this landing gear issue solved, baby. Okay. It took me and Dad studying this for a couple days and looking at the actual motion of our pivot point. Now I'll answer a couple questions. A lot of guys came up and said, why don't you use longer servo or move my air cylinder up here to get more leverage? This is already a 3-inch stroke. We are at the maximum of what will fit inside here. Okay, that's the big issue with going with bigger cylinders. When you make them bigger round, they make them longer. Why, I do not know. Because that's a 3-inch stroke. That's a 3-inch stroke, and this is 2.5-inch stroke that's longer. But it's way longer this way, and it won't fit inside there, and it ain't long enough stroke. So evidently they got these ends really built up great big, and that's how they do it. So that's my issue with that. That's why I can't just step up in cylinders, because they also get longer. Okay, that's why I can't raise it up. But we got it semi-high, you know. It's got plenty of leverage, you know. The one comes up too good every time consistently, you know, and it wasn't going quite as far into the lock. Okay, well, instead of putting a screw in there, I got to thinking, well, a couple trips down the runway, just one little set screw would just waller a notch in that wood and be right back where it was. So as it is, I took a little 1/8-inch piece of plywood and sanded it, you know, the thickness till I wanted, and then JB welded it in there. Okay, now that also helped my issue down here. It don't have to go up as far. Okay, so once I got all that done, and you know, it still goes over center, just a freckle. And the pressure on the air cylinder, this gear ain't gonna collapse, you know. As long as there's air in it, air system don't leak, we're good to go. But if you push just right there where the air cylinder, you know, the same direction as the air cylinder, it goes right up now. And you couldn't do that before. It had to come up. Well, also I made me some little springs for a little added insurance. Okay? See, right now you can't push them over like that. They're locked. And if I put these dudes, not turn them just right where they hook it the way I want it. Put them dudes right there. See where I got them little springs? They don't push much, just a little bit. Ain't very good lighting, you know. See, they don't push on it much. See, it ain't touching the spring there. There it's touching the spring. And it only goes right there, but it kind of helps it unlock it. And as long as I got air, it's going to stay locked, you know. And in the pits, I got to put them pins in, because if I pushed it the other way, they would come unlocked and the gear would collapse. That's why I got to put them my little pins in there. If you guys that ain't never seen them, I got these little pins because when I shut off my radio with that box I got, it also shuts off the air. It leaks out of the system, and then when I go to push it without no air, they collapsed anyway. So, or with the radio off, when I just pushed it with the radio off, gear would want to collapse. And because that lock thing falls this way, see? It falls that way. But I got that little spring just pushing on the bottom 1/8 inch of that travel, you know. It's not putting a lot of force on there. It's only touching about, right? So it's touching right there. Them dudes just coming unlocked, man. I want these gear coming up, doggone it. The nose gear, you just push on that now. I already got this same shimming done. You just push on that where the cylinder's attached and it goes right up now. These gear are coming up. Issues solved. Now I'm just gonna put, I don't know, I'm trying to think if I should glue them springs in now. Then I'm almost 140% sure them gears coming up. I'm pretty sure they'll come up without them. But the dilemma is, should I just take them with me to Waco? And if they don't come up the first flight, put them in. Which then I just have to turn the jet upside down in my cradle. And it wouldn't be nothing to put them in. Or put them in and we know them bad boys is coming up soon. Without them, it'll lock good. If you just push the same direction that air cylinder's pushing, they come right up. If you put them back in, them ain't real tough springs. They don't have great big tension on them, you know. Just a little. Because, you know, they'll come up just pushing on the gear. And when there's air in there, I mean, it ain't going to take 10 pounds will lock them solid. You know? Because it don't put no load on the air cylinder right there. There's no load on that air cylinder. To shoot with that spring there, I probably wouldn't have needed to put them shins in, to tell you the truth. So that's my issue. I just want them gear going up once for all time, you know. Get some flying in on this jet with the gear up. Have some fun. So, Pablo, I'm going to have the gear going up, buddy. I hope you show up to Waco. Come on, Joey's going to be there. Have us a good old time. Oh, also, check this out. I fixed this gear door. This gear door had a big old crack in it, and I've glued it together a couple times, and you know, when the gear wasn't working right, they got blew off there a couple times. This is that one, so check it out. I took me some carbon, and I made me a strip about 3/4 inches wide. Then I had a strip of carbon about 1.5 inches wide, and then I took about 2 inches of 6-ounce cloth and put over the top of everything. Let it set up, filled it, hit it with some you guys will laugh. I did this all yesterday. Clean metal primer, baby. This is white primer. I've had it around the shop for a long time. This is what I usually get spray my wood with, you know, that I'm putting my radio stuff on. I like it because it's white. And check it out. I sprayed it white primer and it didn't match too bad, except it was too bright. So then I took, well, this is just a quickie job, and where did it go? Where did it go? I did it out last night. Anyway, I took some graphite. Just kind of sprinkled some graphite on there, had a little bit, put some on the table and dabbed my fingers on it, went like this a couple times, you know, then rubbed it in. Don't look too bad, does it? For a quickie fix job, you know. But I believe that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to wait for Butch to watch this video. I know he's going to tell me to put them springs in. But we'll see. But I'm going to get them gear coming up. Next time you see this jet flying, it's going to be cruising with the gear up. So see you back in the shop, laying up some wings.